Welcome to the Operation Game Night podcast. Back and better than ever. It's fall, y'all. Grab your sweatpants, put on some Harry Potter, and drink a pumpkin spice latte. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Clayton Gable. Clay, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Travis. I am super excited to talk about Magical Athlete today. This game has come out recently, and it was a no-brainer for me. I spoke, maybe, I don't know, time goes in weird directions right now. It feels like it was a long time ago. It might have been, but spoke about Hot Streak
Yeah.
relatively recently, I think. Another CMYK goofy looking race game. Well, that one's not a race game. Okay. I had gotten to this argument about Travis. These are not the same game. Hot Streak and Magical Athlete are different games. In Hot Streak, you're betting on a race. And in
Okay.
Magical Athlete, you are racing. Okay. So we're talking about Camel Up versus Thunder Road Vendetta. Two completely
Okay.
different things going on here. All right. So in Magical Athlete, I guess this game was originally put out in maybe the early 2000s and kind of went out of print and kind of lived in, the magical Grail game land for whatever reason. And CMYK just reprinted it. And let me tell you to start, I can't give enough praise to CMYK games for what they've been doing lately. I mean, their lineup has just been speaking to me in such a way that I've never been so charmed just by looking at a game as I am by looking at Magical Athlete. I mean, this cover is ridiculous. All right. And then those screen printed meeples for every single racer are just, I mean, I honestly don't know if I've ever liked a like, I have some amazing game productions, but the simplicity, I mean, there's not a lot to this game. You get a few colored die and you get about 30 of these screen printed meeples for the different racers, and they are a joy to look at, interact with. It's off the charts, man. Like, I immediately sleeved every card in this game. I'm like, this game is gonna live on forever with me. Just so before I even played 1 second of the game because of the production. The
Yeah.
components came in this little, like, lunch bag, brown paper bag looking thing
I love that.
where yeah, I mean, just no plastic in there. It's awesome. And then I immediately put plastic in it by sleeving the card. But never mind that. So what are you doing in Magical Athlete? All right.
Let's not
What
let's not bury the
yeah.
lead. Look at this giant baby meeple and tell me you don't want to play a game that has that giant baby meeple. It's like twice the size of all the other ones. It's like
Yeah.
pinkish, reddish, purple with a diaper and a pacifier. You call it a pacifier or binky.
Oh yeah, you got binkies over there.
Yeah, oh yeah. Binkies galore over here. And yeah, I want to play with that giant baby meeple. That's
Yeah,
great.
that one's called Huge Baby, and it is a popular one when it comes out on the racetrack. So in Magical Athlete, you're drafting a team of these zany racers, and then you send one out at a time. So everybody will end up with a team of 4 racers. You do a little snake draft, everybody picks a racer, come back around, you get a second racer, and then you do that 2 times. So you have a team of 4 racers before the game starts. And that's basically the decisions you make in the game. And then you go through a series of 4 races. And I guess this is a decision too. And the races get progressively more valuable as they go on. So if you have a racer that has a all the racers have a special ability. So that's what's so interesting about this game and how it all comes together. There's a guy, I'm going to try and spit off some ones I can remember. Huge Baby.
Okay.
Nobody can be in the same space as Huge Baby. All right.
Nice.
So if you would land your racer on Huge Baby's space, you have to go to the space behind Huge Baby.
Mm.
If Huge Baby lands in your space, you have to go behind Huge Baby. So that's one of them. There's one guy that just instead of rolling to move, because this is a roll and move game once you get to the race, like you can just keep rolling once. One of the guys, he's called Legs, the big long legged frog looking
The
dude.
house, yeah.
Well, no, that's a different one. Baby Yaga, that one will trip
Oh yeah,
that lands on their space. And if Baby Yaga lands on somebody else's space, I think it's Baba Yaga maybe.
yeah.
Regardless, it trips people. But Legs can just choose to move 5 instead of rolling.
Oh.
Every turn, he can just decide to move 5. But then there's racers like Flip Flop. I hate Flip Flop because Mason keeps being Flip Flop, and it doesn't matter how far ahead you get. Flip Flop on before their turn, they can choose instead of rolling the die to just swap spaces with the racer. So
What?
yeah, there's just these crazy interactions and just madness that goes on. Uh, it's wild. So anyway, back to what I was saying about the 4 races that get progressively more valuable. So everybody has their hand of 4 racers, and if you have Legs, you're like, I'm probably gonna win. I mean, getting to
Mm.
move 5 every time, but you don't want to come out against Flip Flop, because Flip Flop's just gonna flip flop you. Um, so you're picking a racer face down before each race. You don't know what everybody else is putting into it. And then you pretty much just roll and move and see who finishes the race in first and then in second. The person who gets first obviously gets some more points. The person who gets second, a few less. And then you move on to the next race. And the
Okay.
way it sets it up is there's 2 sides to the racetrack. There's the mild mile, and that is just a, you know, standard. There's nothing fancy about it. It's just a bunch of spaces on a track. We got the mild mile right here. So
Okay.
you just move around. Race 2, you go to the wild wilds. And that
Ooh.
has some fun spaces if you land on them that'll like shoot you forward a few spaces, send you back a few spaces. You might get a point if you land on some of them. So you alternate a mild race, a wilds race, and then you do that again. So that's the 4 races. And again, it's super simple what you're doing during the race. It's your turn, you roll, you move. If there's any crazy powers you have, which there are, those those freaking activate, and then you hand out point chips. I guess I've been glowing about this game because I obviously it's something I'm into. Like, this
Yeah.
is right up my alley right now. Like, this is fun. Like, this
Yeah.
is what I want games to be. Everybody's yelling, everybody's cheering. There's a racer called Party Animal, and his whole shtick is before he rolls the die, everybody moves towards the party animal, and then when he rolls, he gets an extra move for every person on his space. So,
Ooh.
before every turn, I'd be like, party animal. Everybody moves in and you roll, and it's so much fun.
That's
But
cool.
there are some times, as you would imagine, with such clever and unique rules interactions, there can be times where it's hard to discern what should be happening.
Sure.
Like, I mean, Mary had one that said anytime someone's ability activates, she just gets to move 1. So and that was called Scoocher. He's a little rabbit, like scooching his butt on the ground. It's so
Okay.
cute. But it was, we just got into like, well, does it move in this case? Like if my
Yeah.
ability activates on someone else's turn, and you just deal with that, and you kind of all agree on what it's going to be. There's a section in the rule book that specifically calls out, like, it's called fiddly details right here, which is
Oh, nice.
I thought was pretty cool. Um, yeah, man, there's so much variety in this box, and it has so much charm and character that I am in love. I'm in
Yeah.
love. I'm not even gonna lie. This game's a 10 out of 10 for me. I want to play it all the time with everybody. I mean, I've only played it twice with my family, and I played it with my kids. One's gonna be 9, one's 7, and my wife. And every night after we played it, they kept saying, "Can we play Magical Athlete again? Can we play Magical
Nice.
Athlete again?"
That's
Like,
great.
they love it. I love it. It's just a fun time. There was one race, one of the 4 races during a game that took a significantly longer time than it needed to because we had several, just by happenstance, racers that had abilities that kind of drug people back.
Okay.
So Yeah, Isaac had a snake that could warp somebody to his space every time before
Mm.
his turn. And so as soon as someone would get ahead, they got warped back to wherever Isaac was. And then the flip flop was in there. And I think we had a guy that like did -1 to your roll. So that one race ended up taking a while. But there's some that you just fly through because
Yeah.
another racer guy could just go on about these abilities. There's like this blimp rocket. And before the second turn of the race, every move he gets +3 to his roll.
Ooh.
So he just flies out the gate. And then once he hits that second turn, now he gets -1 to every move. So it's
Oh,
just
dang.
yeah, and I thought it was gonna be like I said, there are some times when the interactions are hard to manage, but for the most part, like, it's pretty nice just having one racer out there at a time that has one ability. Like, that's all you really have to remember, um, versus, you draft a set of 4 racers at the beginning, you're like, "Oh, geez, I got these 4 different racers I gotta keep track of." But on a race by race basis, you really only have one ability you need to be keeping track of, and it's
So
just
you
a lot of fun.
so
Yeah,
you are only playing one racer at a time, not like you
yeah.
get dealt 2 cards and you're picking one of them to be? Is that what that is?
So at the beginning of the race, before you do any racing, there's a snake draft,
Okay, so it's
and
just like you take the meeple that you want. It's not like I get dealt 2 cards with the special
no,
abilities and I
yeah,
pick one.
yeah, you end up with 4 racers before doing any race.
Okay.
So you'll have a hand of 4 cards with their abilities. You'll have their 4 meeples, and then race by race, you decide which one you want to send out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and like I said, the later race is worth the most points. So you kind of get into I mean, if you wanted to get into those head games, like, well, I'm saving my best racer for the last race where I can get the most points. But then, other people are thinking that same way too. So maybe you get the easy points in race one.
Yeah.
It's silly fun.
And it's like a 30-minute playtime at a 1.3 weight. Like, this is right up our alley, and this is a board game ass board game. Like, this
Yes.
is like if you were to pull this out, people would be like, "Oh yeah, this is what a board game is." It's
Yeah.
not one that's subverting expectations like so many other complex games that we play nowadays.
Yeah. It's just CMYK is just doing it right now for me anyway. Like these are the games I hope non-board gamey people find and pick
Yeah.
up and they're like, "Wow, this is awesome. Like this is a roll and move game. I understand it, but how much fun. Look at this production." I mean, I honestly I don't know if everybody likes this. I can't imagine how you couldn't like the art on this. I
Yeah.
mean, I look at this art and it just like takes me back to a time that I don't even know if I was a part of. It just has a nostalgic feel to it that I can't even place it. You probably can, Travis, but
It feels like the old like Wacky Racers cartoon game, or not
okay.
cartoon game, but the cartoon show with like Dastardly Dan, or and like the dog that like and like
Oh
they're
yeah.
always like racing the carts and stuff, and they're always, getting into mischief to try and win the race every single episode. That's what it feels like to me. This style of art feels like that, where it's like early, not even Cartoon Network, but um yeah, it feels like that era, like the 70s, 80s cartoons.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I That's all I have to say. If you like to have a good time and you want to laugh and roll dice and be amused by fun artwork and zany abilities, this is a no-brainer, and it's relatively affordable. I mean, for for all those this bag full of just those awesome screen printed wood meeples, I mean, I'd pay the $40 I paid for this game 10 times over.
Do you do you think that there's going to be like expansions to this? Do you think that there's going to be like a community that develops like fan-made racers?
I hope so.
Have you looked into that at all? Because like I
No.
feel like with things like this, with have such oh giant baby,
Yep, there it
that
is.
have such simple rules, people will end up like making their own racers that will be implemented, and I love that type of stuff. Like fans taking a game that they love
Yeah.
and just making it their own and giving it legs to live forever, you know? I love that type of stuff.
Speaking of legs, that's legs.
There he is.
There he
Is
is.
the flip-flop the sandal? Is that what
Yes,
flip-flop is?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Dude, how much fun. It's just fun. This is what games should be. Sorry, Euroheads.
Get your
I'm just
5-hour games out of here.
yeah, I'm just rolling this one die on my turn and moving a racer, and I'm okay with it. Like, that is everything.
Do you know if this is going to, like, mass print, like, big box stores, or is this, like is CMYK, are they going specifically to, like, friendly local game stores?
I don't know if I've seen their games. Spots would be one I would imagine might
Well, I've seen spots in,
Wavelength.
like, Target. Yeah,
Okay,
Wavelength is in
well,
Target as
okay.
well.
So,
Hmm,
I mean, it looks sounds like they have the distribution channels open. So
sure.
it's just a matter of I don't know if a person would pick this up off the shelf. I would.
Yeah,
I definitely. I mean, as soon as I saw that cover and saw CMYK Games, I was like, I'm in.
yeah.
But yeah,
Well
listen to that lineup from CMYK Games. Wavelength, Spots. They got the new Quacks, which
oh,
I
yeah.
also
I
I
forgot about
also
that.
got that, and it's awesome. Hot Streak, Magical Athlete. Like I'm sure there's others I haven't played. Those are just the ones I have,
Yeah.
and not a one of them has let me down at all. So
They kinda have like a restoration games type feel where they're taking old stuff and making it new and just improving on it tenfold and making it great again. So,
yeah,
I'm gonna definitely keep my eye out for this one as somebody who does not have a lot of board game stores in the region or available to me, and I don't wanna support Amazon. I'm gonna keep my eye out at maybe, like, Target or something, but,
well, I just got it from the
man, I wanna get
publisher's
my hand.
website.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that too. I'll probably
Yeah,
just order it from them.
yeah,
Yeah,
that is an option. I don't know. I mean, I got it as soon as I heard about it because I was worried it wouldn't be available long. So
yeah.
it might still be out
Mm,
there.
I'm sure it is. I'm gonna probably pick this one up. That's great, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fun to just even look at. I'm trying to stay on track here, but I just dumped out all those meeples and I just want to play with them.
All right. Well, Clay's gonna go play with his meeples. So we're gonna wrap this show up. I have been Travis. He has been Clay. This has been Magical Athlete by CMYK Games, and we're out.